Yeah, I'm ready. I just want to see if you can come on TV. For some reason, this thing doesn't come on. Oh, you're live. Sorry. Hi, Liz.
Hi, Bessy.
I didn't know you
Welcome
were live
to
already.
the
Sorry.
stream.
Thank you.
It's
Mommy, that's on TV in the picture.
I didn't know you were live already.
welcome
Sorry. Thank you.
In the picture.
Okay, you go upstairs.
I don't want to go
You go and sit that way.
Hi,
Can you
guys.
go and sit that
Welcome
way?
back to our live stream. I know it's been ages, yeah, but we are back and ready to kick it off again. So, welcome to today's live stream. You have Jenny with Lizzie, and you have Bessie Gray on the other hand. Hi, Bessie.
Hi, Liz. Hi to always present on the live stream. I haven't had a look. Those who are there, you're all welcome to the live stream. Happy Sunday to you all, and happy Mother's Day to those who are in Cameroon, France. I think that's at most. I don't know any other country observing Mother's Day today.
Yeah,
Maybe
me
I'm wrong,
too.
but I know of Cameroon and France. At least I tried.
Yeah. Happy Mother's Day to every mom who is watching us, be it even if you're from Cameroon, US, France, we wish you a happy Mother's Day and happy Sunday. I hope that you're enjoying your Sunday and you're enjoying this special day. Hi, Tia and Tia. Happy Mother's Day and welcome to the live stream. How are you doing?
Sorry, I'm a
So,
little bit distracted. I'm just trying to set up. That's all.
I get
So
it.
yeah, you carry on.
So
I'll
today
join
we are
you.
So today we are going to be talking about motherhood. We are going to be talking everything in between motherhood. We are going to be talking about the journey before motherhood, the journey during motherhood, which is through pregnancy, and the journey after motherhood, which has to do with postpartum and other stuffs. So that's what we are going to be talking today.
Can I just ask a quick question? You just said the journey through motherhood, which should be through pregnancy. Does that mean if I don't get pregnant, if I don't have a child, I can't be a mom? I'm just asking out of
I,
curiosity.
I, I didn't get your question. Sorry.
You just said today we'll be talking about motherhood, and there you precise like motherhood is with pregnancy. So if I don't get pregnant, can't I be a mom?
No, of course, there are mothers who are not biological moms, but they are
Okay,
mothers. If you don't get pregnant, it doesn't mean that you are not a mom. I said
okay.
that we are going to talk about motherhood, the journey before, the journey after. Even if you no, there are women out there who have not given birth, but they are mothers to millions. They are mothers to so many
Okay.
people. Yeah,
Amen.
for me, a mom doesn't necessarily mean someone who actually gave birth to you. I, for one, I'm going to say I have so many mothers, and before I even continue the stream, let me just wish them a happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to my lovely, beloved mother. Happy Mother's Day to my sisters who are watching me because they are like my mom. Also, they they help me to become who I am. Happy Mother's Day to my belle mare and happy Mother's Day to everyone who has helped me or who raised me in one way or the other, who saw me through something, who helped me to grow to the woman I am right now. I want to wish you a happy Mother's Day and hope that you're having a great time wherever you are. So if you're just joining the stream, we are talking about motherhood, and please give this video a thumbs up, and if you would like to share your contribution concerning the topic or you want to ask any question, I'm going to leave a link in the comment section. You could join in. Hello, sis. Basic tips and trick. Welcome to the live stream. Thank you for joining the live stream and happy Mother's Day to you. Saluto, beautiful ladies. Thank you, beautiful mama. Thank you. So I'll be talking about motherhood. Okay, I am a mom of one. I have a baby girl. and who is almost three. She's almost 3 years old. So I'm just going to be sharing with you guys my experience, and Besem is going to be sharing hers. But you have to bear it in mind that everyone's journey is different. What I might consider a difficulty throughout my pregnancy might be something that is not difficult for you. And as I said, everyone's journey is unique. That's what makes the whole journey of motherhood beautiful, because you get to share and learn from everyone's experience. So, Bessie, I wanted to ask you, do you think there's actually a book that you can read to have a proper understanding of motherhood? Because I know of people like before they get pregnant, they go through a lot of research, they read this, they read that. Is there actually a book that you can actually read to fully prepare yourself for motherhood?
On a personal note, I would say you can never be prepared enough, well prepared enough to become a mom. And at the same time, it is good to have heads up what that journey looks like, because I think when you become a mom, biologically, or you, what do they say, you adopt or whatever means you become a mom, I feel like it changes a lot of things about you. That's, it's like your schedule goes out of the window. You don't
Mhm.
just sit and think, oh, I want to do this, I want to do this. It becomes something that you pre-plan. It's no more it becomes a we situation, because you've got this little one to look after, or you've got these little ones to look after, that you need to kind of even put them ahead of your schedule. So they even decide when you go to sleep. So even if they're in their bed, they might not be sleeping, but then you're there, you just want them to go to sleep. Then you're able to carry on, maybe sleep or do whatever you're doing. So I would say there's really not enough preparation. No matter how prepared you are, there will be something that will make you think, ooh, I never saw this coming. You will still have a moment of shock, no matter how prepared you are. So, but it's still okay. It's still good to read books, be curious, ask questions. If you have, because there are some pregnancy groups, I want to believe so many countries have them. You can join those pregnancy groups. Make friends with them, ask questions, just learn along.
That's true. Okay, talk about prepared talk about being prepared. It means that no matter how many books you read, you can never be prepared for motherhood. But at least reading those books will give you an idea of what you can expect and what you cannot expect, because everyone's journey is different. I might experience
Hmm.
chest pain, but you won't experience it. I might have constipation at my first trimester, but maybe you won't experience constipation throughout your pregnancy. But there are different ways that you can prepare for a baby. I think so. I think there
Yeah.
are different ways that you can prepare to have a baby. I don't know if you didn't even tell us that you're a mom. I was talking about that
Oh,
before you
sorry,
came.
pardon my manner. Hi, Tia. Hi, Basic Tips and Trick. And hi to anyone watching who is not commenting. Happy Mother's Day to all of you out there. Yeah, I'm a mom of three. So every
Are you
pregnancy is unique.
like,
So every pregnancy is very unique. That's what I would say. So, and there are no two the same pregnancy. That's personally to me. Maybe some people, they have their pregnancies at the same birth. I've had no two the same pregnancies. Either one is better or is worse. Just yes. So yeah, that's what I would say. And when what did you ask? How prepared was I?
I was asking, yes, how prepared you were, or did you prepare to have baby number one? Because I think baby number two, baby number three, people always prepare for that. What about baby number one? Did you prepare for that?
No, I wasn't. I wasn't prepared. But then I would say that's my best mistake I made. I
Okay.
wasn't prepared for read, but till date, without regrets, I'll say, oh, this was a good decision we took, that we are keeping this child. And I feel it was a good decision. But notwithstanding, we're not prepared, not even in terms of financially, emotionally, nothing. All was, I'll have a baby, that's all I can say. And then I underestimated the pain when it comes to the pain. I can say, I think I'm certain my pain tolerance is quite high. I've got a high pain
Okay.
tolerance. Yes, that one I can beat my chest. But woo, The pain is a different level. Like every child, the pain is still there. It's not like the pain gets better. But what I would say now is with the first child, I was definitely going to have a C-section. I'm like, I'm not taking
Okay.
this. Ooh, where's this coming from? So it was real pain. And given that my first child is in Cameroon, where I'm not by any way undermining them. No, that's not what I'm trying to do. Just given that we are from a place where there's tough love. So meaning the nurses are not there to pamper you. They're not going to tell you, oh, it's okay. Don't worry. You have a baby at the end of this. No, no, no. They're not doing any of that. They're just
Okay.
very, I don't want to be safe frank, they're harsh. The approach is tough love. Or when you were going for it, what did you expect? When you do this, this is the end result. The end result is a child. So you've got to push. What do they say? Anything that goes in can come out. So I gave birth in a French town. I gave birth in Douala. So first,
Okay.
the French is not my thing, where
Okay.
you just get here and there. And I requested for a C-section, but I just remember the nurse said no. They told me no. Who's asked me to have a C-section that can give birth naturally? Ah, on the other hand, thank God they did, because if it was where they just went with my wish, they would have done that. But it's a pain I'll never forget. Second one, did I prepare enough? If you talk about financial materialistic preparation, yes, I did that. But emotionally, at the same time, out of the roof. Now it's a different experience. The care was there, pamper was there, but then it's a different experience because with my second one now, I had an emergency. It wasn't a C-section, natural birth, but then I had an emergency that I was bleeding. So then you're panicking. That's why I say every birth is hard. You can hardly have it the same.
Mm-hmm.
So at this time now, my focus wasn't on the pain, but my focus now was on the emergency, because then even the anesthesists could not come, because they're telling me by the time the anesthesists get here, they will definitely do a blood
Mm-hmm.
transfusion. So do you want they should stitch you without anesthesia or wait for the anesthesia? Then they will do your blood transfusion. So you're thinking at that minute that you just had this child. This is under 5 minutes. They're just giving you this thing and they're giving you your best option. So yeah. So even if I was prepared emotionally, mentally, but then there was still a
Okay.
shock. So you still realize there was something still lacking when it came to preparation.
Okay. You said
Yeah.
something that triggered a question in my mind. You said that you told the nurse to do a C-section on you, but they were like, who said you have to go through a C-section? So do you think that it is okay for the pregnant woman to decide what birth method that he or she wants? Like if you want to
I,
go through a C-section because you want to boycott the pain of natural birth, or for you to go through natural birth.
I won't use the word boycott, because boycott to me is robbing off those that have decided C-section. I feel like it's a choice. So I wouldn't say boycott. I feel like it's a choice and you
Should I
should,
say
but then it comes back,
bypass?
to, I don't know our regulation in Cameroon. I'm sorry to say it, but I'll say it comes back to the regulation of the country. If their system has it that except it's necessary, then do a
Okay.
C-section. There's nothing the nurse can do. So me, I'm coming out from a point where I don't even know our regulations.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just requesting for it. So even now, I will say it came across as if they did not just give me the opportunity. It's a mission hospital,
Okay.
big Mission Catholic anyway, somewhere in Bonaberi. I feel like they did not give me that opportunity, but now at the back of your mind, I want you to remember that I don't know the regulations of the country. If you're
Okay.
allowed to, because we need to put that in mind. If a country has a regulation where you cannot request for it, except the doctor puts
Okay.
you that for health reasons, and that's different, or that's the hospital's policy, that's different. Then I can feel like they did not treat me the way I wanted. But because I don't even know that regulation till now, there's nothing I can say. But here now is different. Here you have the right.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay. I see.
someone will just decide, oh, they want a C-section. Likewise, here we have other options, like someone wants to give birth at home, someone wants water bath, someone wants to give birth in the bush, wherever, you have those availabilities.
Mm-hmm.
You have people that will come and make sure you've gone through
Mm-hmm.
in the right way. But in Cameroon, at the same time, if you refer it, me personally, if you refer it, I don't even know if there was anything like giving birth at home in Cameroon. Now, what I would say about giving birth in Cameroon before now that I know of was you give birth at home if you don't have money. So it wasn't an aspect of choice. I don't know if I'm making sense.
I get
Whereas
you right.
yeah, it's an aspect of choice. So I can decide that no, I want the home birth. I want water birth. I don't even know if we have water birth anyway. Then I cannot speak for now. Then there was no water birth, or that I did not know of water birth in Cameroon. You know, so
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Okay, I get you. Be it through C-section, natural birth, every woman is you're blessed. So, okay, talking about preparation, I personally think that it's always good to prepare yourself. It can't be so interactive because I am busy, but I'm listening. Okay, sis, thank you. Hi, Taboko Bridget. Thank you for joining the live stream. All right, Tia.
Oh, that's the younger sister.
Thank you for your
Hi,
kind
sis.
guest.
Hi, let me share
So,
this link. I don't even
talking
share it.
about preparation, for me, I personally think that it's very important to prepare yourself mentally. If you just
Okay.
notice that you have missed your period by even it's 2 days or 3 days, start preparing yourself mentally. Because there's this thing that they say that it's just a common slang, like you can die from an illness if even before you are being diagnosed. Because just the thought of you going to the labor room, to the pains, if you don't prepare yourself psychologically, it's
Yeah.
going to be a little bit, it can be challenging actually. So you just have to prepare yourself that this is what can happen. It might be a
Okay.
tough period for my first trimester. The second trimester can be a tough one also. So me, I think that to prepare yourself mentally is very important. I for one, by when I noticed that I was pregnant, I just positioned my mind like, Liz, you have to be strong. You know, you have to know that you're the only one entering entering into the labor room. So the life of your baby and yours is going to depend on how you can pull up yourself. Of obviously, God's hand is also going to be there, but I try to prepare myself mentally, no, not to think about anything negatively.
Okay.
Because through that period, people will tell you this, they will tell you that, they will tell you this. You just sit there, you're like, hey, this woman, you go for go born, it die. You're like, hey God,
Yeah.
you just start thinking about something negative. So I feel like it's very important for you to prepare yourself mentally as well as
Mm.
financially. So in terms of preparing myself financially, let me not speak as if I was actually the one taking care of all the finance, but of course I try to get some things to buy ahead of time. The
Mm.
emergency bag, that's one thing that we did, like since we did the emergency bag, and we started buying gradually before the D-Day. And
Yeah.
and and present let me not say presently, there are other aspects that people also consider before having children. I
Okay.
don't know, maybe it was their second or their third aspect of space, accommodation. They always see like, oh, if you want to make another, do we have room for another kid right now based on where we are staying? How are we going to accommodate that baby? I think not like accommodate the baby in the like space. We have enough space because children also
Mm.
occupy space in the house. They
Mm.
have to do all of that. So I think people also consider that where they are living before they want to have children. And another thing that you made mention to me some time ago, it was, if I can I quote you all? You talked about having children before, like if you don't open your eyes. You talked about something that if you want to have a child, it's always good for you to calculate when they will be going to school so that it doesn't
Okay.
that is close
Okay.
that.
Okay. So what I said about that now is I don't know about Cameroon, so I just want to be precise now with the UK. So
Mm-hmm.
if you're thinking of taking in hello Maju, hello Kate, happy Mother's Day to you ladies. You're all welcome to the live stream. We are just talking about motherhood, everything motherhood, and some things in between. So what I was saying about it is in the UK. So for instance, you begin nursery, let's just say nursery at 3. So
Okay.
if school is resuming on the 7th of September, you're
Mm-hmm.
turning 3 on the 8th of September, you're not going. So you're missing out. The
Okay.
next session is, I think, January. If not January, is April. That child will go for that next session. So after having my second one, that's something I've learned. So what I've
Mm-hmm.
learned is I need to give birth to a child that has to turn 3 by August or July. I know it sounds daft, but when you're thinking of childcare, you want to look for every opportunity that you can make sense out of it. Because that
Mm-hmm.
way I know, okay, September, by September, he's already 3, he's in that age group. Because if not, the child won't go. I
Mm-hmm.
don't really know about Cameroon, the situation with Cameroon, if being underage, because this one, just imagine a day old. I'm saying that because I experienced that. My son is a day short to that age, and he could not go to that class, or he could not begin school that time. He had to wait for the
Mm-hmm.
next. Yes. So you're just thinking, oh, childcare, this child is still home, stressing me. Whereas the child
Mm-hmm.
would have gone to school. Having said that, I'm not saying that the child cannot go to school if you pay. If you pay, the child will go to school. Now I'm talking about what is being paid on that government.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes you might want to do other considerations.
Okay.
Yes, sometimes as well we might want to do considerations like hand down. I want to hand down my child's clothes. So if I have them in close proximity, they'll take over the clothes.
Talking of
If I have
handout,
them,
I think that is very common in our African society.
yeah. Yes. So if you have them in close proximity, you hand down. So that's another
Mm-hmm.
consideration that sometimes it might not seem smart to someone, but that's still saving tips. If you're going to save or you're going to do all the childcare things, why not just do it at one go? That's what some people. Okay.
Welcome, Maju, and welcome everything with Kate. Thank you for joining the live stream and happy Mother's Day to you too. So I wanted to ask you something. Do you believe
Yeah.
in might? Is it meat or is might? What am
Meat,
I saying?
meat,
You
meat.
believe in meat? I've
Oh,
started.
there are some myths. People have some pregnancy myths.
Do you
What did you
believe
say?
in
There's one thing.
do you
Ah,
believe in
yeah. No,
you don't?
I'm a little bit of Thomas. That's the problem.
So
So
you're Saint Thomas.
yes, I see before I believe. So I don't really believe in those things. But
Okay.
notwithstanding, some things come about because people believe they've seen it. So
Mm-hmm.
it's more, oh, I can tell you for a fact these things happen, but I haven't seen it. No. So do you know any pregnancy myths?
Well, when I was pregnant, I was with my grandmom. In fact, I was surrounded by a lot of elderly women, and I had a
Yeah.
lot of them. So actually, I'm confused if I don't know if I should believe them or I should not believe them. So
Okay.
I'm not a doubting Thomas. I don't want to experience it before I tell people that it's actually true. I'm not a doubting Thomas. So I heard a lot about them. I'm just going to share some that I can remember. And if you're watching this and you know some of those pregnancy myths, maybe you could drop it in the comment section. Or if you would love to join the stream, I'm going to leave the link there for you to join and let's discuss about it. So the first one I can really remember is the fact that as a pregnant woman, it is not advisable for you to move late at night. That which I totally understand because it's been known that the darkness is when a lot of evil things are happening. And
Hmm.
so the myth now comes in when they say if you happen to move late at night, especially from around
Okay.
12 at night, you should put a stone in your pocket. In that way, it's going to drive away evil spirit. That's the first one.
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
yeah, and then another one which because my cousin I experienced I experienced my cousin's pregnancy. So I also learned some of this from her while she was pregnant. My people around me will be like, "Oh, don't tell your sister should not do this. I always put an eye on her, make sure she's not doing this." So they will
Mm.
be like, she should not bathe late outside. She shouldn't, if you're pregnant, you're not supposed to bathe
Oh,
outside
okay.
naked late at night. That is not good. But if you have
Oh,
to do that, if you want to do that, you have to put stone in your water. They believe
okay.
that you're bathing outside naked, an evil spirit can get into your child.
Oh, okay.
Because your naked, evil spirit can get into your child. Hi, Gillian
Okay.
and David. Thank you, sis, for joining the live stream. Happy Mother's Day to all the amazing moms here. Thank you so much, and we wish you the same. So that is true. The other one I experienced was, okay, I had this, and I totally, let me not say I argued when I was told this. Normally,
Yeah.
I'm someone who loves drinking like this, drinking water like this, from
Oh,
like
okay.
that. I love drinking water like that. So when I was pregnant, they told me, don't drink water like that. Oh, it's not good for the baby. I'm like, why? But I've been drinking water like this. They say, no, that
Then
child is
the
going to
child
be
is
suffering
sick.
from a big cough. No, not even true. Then the child will be
Oh,
having constant hiccup. You
okay.
understand? I was like, what is the, I'm not understanding the science between me drinking water like this and is the child is having hiccup. I'm like, I don't really get it. At one point I was stubborn and I kept on drinking water, but at times I just like, okay, let me drink normally.
Okay.
So when I put to bed, my girl was having hiccup. I was saying to myself, it shouldn't be that these things are actually real. I was I was asking myself that, can these things actually be for real? Because I was drinking like this and I was told that if I continue like this, my daughter is going to have hiccup, and I'm seeing her
Yeah.
having it. I'm like, can this actually be for real? But I don't know if it actually happened because of the way I was drinking water. I don't know, but that's what happened. And I think
Oh.
don't think I remember any other one.
Now
Hmm.
it's funny because you know the bottle one, drinking from the bottle. I remember I was being told that the child will, is it choke or would choke on water. So as you're drinking, the child will choke on water, then I'll have difficulties while in labor. But I'm like, who
I
cares? I
just
don't know,
remembered.
for some reason when
Sorry,
you're drinking water from the bottle, it has a different taste. So all of
exactly.
what they were saying did not really matter. It did not matter. Yeah.
I even had a different taste. I remember one. I used to be fond of crossing my legs. So I was
Mm.
told, don't cross your leg. It's going to be difficult for you to put to bed. Not like to get to conceive, but the period of you
That one is a fact.
going to be
It's a
difficult.
fact.
That don't cross your leg. That don't do it. So like always
Okay,
open your leg, be
okay, that one
free.
now. Let me just cut you short now. That one is not a myth, it's just that when they tell us we don't, we just we behave one kind. It's not a myth. The more you sit and close your leg, then you're not opening your bed canal. So preferably sit and even have your legs like this, spread so your hips, you widen your hips.
Okay, let me ask you
Yeah,
something. I don't know if it might not be in relation to the topic, but I think it's important.
yeah,
They say that when you
yeah.
give birth to a child, right, and that child is fond of crossing the leg, it's kind of preventing the mother from having another baby. Did you get, and
To me, that
were
would
you
be
told
more of a
something?
myth. I've never heard of that. How is a child affecting me? Is it trauma and fall?
Say,
How would a
say,
child be affecting me?
hmm? that that the child doesn't want another baby to come. That's why the
Um,
baby is crossing the
oh,
legs.
I
So
think,
you always
this is my first time
the legs.
hearing that.
Really?
Yes, I've never heard of that.
I
Never.
don't know. Maybe it's because you grew with a lot of grandmothers, grandparents around, a lot of old people. So
Hmm. And
I heard a lot.
sometimes meat depends on the tribe where you come from. Some meats are from certain places.
Okay.
Yeah, some meats are from certain places. It's common with people from a certain area. They have, yeah. Yeah, there is also this meat. I think this one is common with Northwesterners. Have you ever heard of when you're pregnant, don't go out when there's a certain juju that has big head? Please correct me if I'm right. They call it pork. It's black
Form.
like that. Yeah, that if you're pregnant, you're not supposed to see it. I just think maybe it's true. It's not nice looking, it's ugly. So they probably don't want you to for your baby to copy. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why, but anyway, it's not a good thing to even see. Jujus are not first of all nice anyway.
Well, talking about that, let me just add something. I remember there's this festival that always takes place in Limbe. Is it Fenak?
Please, sorry. Can you drop the link, please? Hello,
I'm
Gifty. Hello, Kate.
doing that.
Hello, Melogist. Can you share the link, please?
I said I'm doing that. So
Okay, sorry, I didn't hear you.
talking about what you just said. I remember during my pregnancy, there is this festival that takes place in Limbia in the month of April that they showcase a lot of cultural things. It's not
Okay.
Fenasco. I've forgotten it's not Festac. Is it Festac? I think it's Festac. It happens yearly around February. So I'm
Mhm.
someone who I always go there. So during that
Yeah.
period, I was told not to go there because juju from let me call them juju from different
But,
places, they
but
come
that's
and
how they call them now. Excuse me, how do they call it? Is it not juju?
masquerade in English masquerade.
Yes,
So
that's
I
too
was
over
I
adjective.
was
Is
told
juju?
not to go there because the baby can take the form of that. Even the programs that I was watching, I was restricted to don't watch programs that have ugly animals like more. I'm not insulting any animal, but you know anything that is not physically, should I say, beautiful,
You're
attractive.
describing. You're describing. You're not insulting.
Yes. Hello, Melogist TV. Thank you, Mom, for joining the live stream. It's a pleasure to have you here. Okay, I want to add everything with Kate is behind. What have I done?
What have you not done? You're always doing things. Yeah. You were talking about the things you see, how it affects a baby's appearance. I don't know if these things are real or people just say them. Hi, Grace.
Hi, Kate.
Hi, ladies. Happy Mother's Day. It's so funny. So I want to share I remember when my neighbor was pregnant, she wore a necklace, like she wore a chain on her neck, and everybody was like, no, 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 you don't need to wear a chain because the baby will take the cord and wrap on the neck and even die, and the baby will kill, like the baby will strangulate himself, his or herself. I think she was pregnant with a baby girl. Yeah, they're like yeah, baby will use her cord and because they say when you're pregnant, the baby does the same. Whatever you do, the baby does the same. So they were basically telling her not to wear any jewelry, especially on her neck. They said because the baby will do the same thing. The baby will take her cord and then wrap on her neck, and that might even kill the baby. So it was so funny. I laughed so hard. I was on the floor. I'm like, how bad? I've
Yeah.
never heard of this. Even when I was pregnant, my mother-in-law said the same thing to me, even about the water thing. She was like, no, you don't have to drink from the bottle. The baby will be choking. You need to drink from a cup. I'm like, eh?
Mhm.
Nah. A lot. Sometimes they say when you're pregnant and then you go for a funeral, when you come back, after viewing the cups, you need to bite your fingers.
Yes, yes. Some people, even until you go, some people you're not even to see
You don't
someone
have
with
to.
dead.
Not
You don't
supposed
have
to see
to.
a dead body.
Yeah.
Talking just to add to what Kate said about the cord going to wrap around the baby, I was also told like that, but I was told not to tie a loin cloth, not tie wrapper around your chest. You know that when you're pregnant, you want something free. So I would prefer to just get up and tie a loin. But I was told not to do that because as you're wrapping it, the bikini, it never the
Because
route.
okay,
I
so
was
now me, I want to ask you people one question now from a Bakuro point of view. When I was in Cameroon, if I had not, I did have a coat, a dressing coat, a house coat. That was only when I was in school, in boarding school. I don't really remember using it at home. So being pregnant back home, how do they want me to go and have my shower? Because obviously I'll have my loincloth around my waist, or I have a big
Mhm.
towel around my chest. Sorry, my chest. So how
So
do they want me to come?
you can have it around you. I think let me just demonstrate like you can have it like let me say this is your loin. You can
Yes,
have it like this. You
yes,
just put like this, you
yes,
know, you hold it.
yes.
Don't do like this, don't do packaging. Don't pack it. Mm-mm. Don't wrap it like this. Let it
Ah,
stand well.
oh, I get it now. Okay,
Oh,
I've never
oh,
heard of that.
just wear a cap and go to the bath. So yeah, I was told not to do that, even to put a bag because I'm fond of holding my bags like this to cross around my
Okay.
chest. I was told not to do that also. That is not good.
Okay.
And talking about dress code, I was advised not to wear anything black. That is not good. That is bringing
Mm.
the spirit of, is this a spirit of death?
I think because we associate black with mourning where we come from, maybe
Money.
that's where it's coming from.
Yes, yes. So I was told not to do that. So I was told not to do that.
Wow. Then I
But
think
the thing is, oh, go ahead, Kate.
I've forgotten one other one. I think I was told like not to eat one particular thing because the baby might have jaundice, this yellow fever thing, that jaundice. There's something that they will tell you not to eat. I forgot.
Maybe to eat anything yellow.
Yeah, I think yeah, and then they'll tell you not to wear anything yellow, and then not to eat one
Yeah.
particular thing. I've forgotten. My mother, no, you don't have to eat this. You can go get that yellow thing where I go do it. I'm like, hey.
But now it's funny because join this, you just need to put this baby outside before the morning
Okay,
sun.
let
Yes.
me get. Is Chinese known as what we call jetty jetty in pidgin?
No,
No,
Or they
it's
are,
different.
it's
it's
different.
different. Okay, okay.
Yeah. And they even want us to shake those tables when it comes to those things like jetty jetty. Not just
No.
because I'm here. Since in Cameroon, I don't even believe in those things. So me, I don't use those things. I go to the hospital, they use because it's fungi. But for some reason, our parents don't just believe that those things are fungi. They will give you one black mayanga here, you'll be stressing, clothes are getting stained, one bitter kind of. I'm asking, where is the jetty jetty on these children here abroad? That's one thing I want to know because I don't even see it on them.
Well, I think that that point is coming out from the fact that whatever a woman eats, it helps in the
Exactly.
development of the child. The same way they will tell you to drink more carrots, eat more fruit is going to help to make the child to have a bright color. So
Yeah, I've
it's
heard
I
of
think
that.
it's linked to the fact that maybe if we eat certain food, it might disturb the child, something of that
Yeah.
sort. So
Even
Kate,
cookie,
did you
they don't really encourage you to eat cookie when
have
you just have a child, that the child have runs.
Hi, Amara. Thank you for joining the live stream. It's a pleasure to have you here. So we are talking about motherhood, the journey before, the journey during, and the journey after. I have everything with Kate. She's also a YouTuber. I have Bessy Gray, and I have my humble self, Journey with Liz. There is a link in the comment section, should in case you want to share your opinion with us. If you agree or disagree with anything that we are saying, we are all willing to learn and grow. So Kate, did you have a baby shower?
Me?
Yes.
No. I mean, I don't like. I don't. I'm one primitive country old grandmother. Mom was like, "Babe, why don't you want a baby shower?" I'm like, I don't know. Like, I think I live like somebody who's in the maybe the 10th century. There's some things that don't really move me. I don't like. I don't care for a baby shower. I was like, no, like they call. So mom was like, wow, they call you because they call me Big Mommy because I was named after my great grandmother. So I don't know, like I take over her like everything. Even my grandmother is like you took over my mother in every way. I don't. I do not believe in the baby shower. Even like my mother, like, don't make it up. I'm like, don't waste your time and money. If you have that money, give me the money or let's divide it. If you have to use 1,000, give me 500. Let me keep. I don't take 500. I
So
don't
you
really like
didn't do
baby shower.
anything like a baby shower or a pregnancy photo shoot? Nothing of that sort.
Oh no, but with my second baby, I even did like a mini pregnancy photo shoot for my second baby. Yeah. For Abby, I was not. Like, you know, like first mothers are excited. Oh, buying clothes, buying a lot of. I was not. I was like, no. My husband will go and buy a lot of things. I would always tell him, no, you need to buy clothes as the baby grows because you don't want the baby to outgrow many of the things. Like Abby did not wear a lot of the stuff because she outgrew them. She was really big. She was one
Mm-hmm.
month early, but she was big. So no, baby shower. And I
Okay.
can't baby shower.
I
But
think that's
I did
good.
a bond.
That's good.
I did like
It's
a
just a
bonus.
preference. To me, there's no right or wrong, and it's a good
Yeah,
money saving tips. Why buy things that you won't really use? Sometimes we buy those things we don't really use, then you're just excited.
exactly.
In
I
the
know.
morning, you have this, in the afternoon, you change it. Yeah.
Well,
And
I
it's being old fashioned not to want baby shower. I think it's just preference.
it's not
Yeah,
old fashioned. It's just your preference. I
yeah.
for one, I had a baby shower with a couple of my friends at home, and yeah, I think that was it was just fun, but I really wish I really wanted to have one because I did not have a bridal shower. So I told them that well, this is your compensation because we planned for a bridal shower when I was getting married, but we were so busy and we did not have one. So we're like, man, you did not have a bridal shower. At least let's do a baby shower. And I was really happy that I had one. At least now
Mhm.
I'm not with them. If I another pregnancy comes, I will not be like, oh, I did not have it with my friends. That all those moments, all of that. Yes, so I'm happy that I
Yeah.
had.
I,
But the
I
thing is,
did. Okay. No, you carry on.
I will ask you. Okay.
Oh yes, I did with my first one. No. My second one, I had a baby shower. Now I'm kind of like it. I don't like surprises. If you don't know me until you know me to the core, you never know my birthday. That's one thing about me because I don't tell you. That doesn't mean I don't celebrate you. I celebrate you, but me as an individual, I don't do birthdays. So there will hardly be a medium or a platform where you see me birthday thingy. It's not me. So even when it's my birthday, I gift myself, and that's it. That's enough for me. I'm not big on those things. So it's the same. I don't like surprises. So my younger sister made me a surprise baby shower with my partner. Then, so this cousin of mine mistakenly sent me a text, but till today they don't believe that I had his text, but then I could not betray him. Oh, Ben, sorry, I won't be coming for your baby shower. I'm like, good. Because my younger sister had to visit me, but she pushed it like she was going to come the week after. I said, oh. Then someone invited me for a party. I was quite reluctant. I've got this cousin. He kept insisting, oh, do your hair, oh, buy a dress. I'm like, bros, why they change me too much? So, and you don't even live in my city. Oh, he said, no, you've been tired with the pregnancy. Anyway, I got ready, went to this friend's place. She was just, oh, come, let me take care of you. I was at her place. She was even cooking food for the baby shower until I was helping her in her house. So we had to go to that party. What we're doing now, she said she's forgotten something at my place. She wants to take it. But I don't even know how she left the thing at my place, but it's someone I'm used to her, so I could not argue. Then
Mm-hmm.
when we came in front of my house, I saw my cousin's car. She lives far away. I'm like, bam. Every other person that I knew, they parked their car far away from me not to know. But I think unconsciously, her car, once I just saw her car, I'm like, nah, there was no light at home. I'm like, no, this is Anya's car.
Mm-hmm.
So then my head is just going, ah, it's probably the baby shower that we came to. And we opened the door. Yeah, it was nice. It was nice at the end of the day, but I was asked and I said no. With my third one now, thank God for pandemic. They were planning a surprise baby shower as well, but
Mm-hmm.
thank God for pandemic because I'll come across as if I'm ungrateful. But it's just because I cannot deal with attention. I don't just like it.
Me too.
Okay.
Maybe a baby shower for two of us that some people might not consider as a baby shower that we just do it us in our quiet. We don't invite people. It will do for me. But when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to the attention, man, nah.
So
Baby,
what
photo shoots, yes. I have a friend. She's obsessed when it comes. It's a must. She do
I
your
love
photo. She's not
I love
asking you.
it. I love it. I love it. Hi
She's not
Vicky,
asking
thank
you.
you for
You're
joining
getting dressed,
us.
and she will do your photo shoot for you. Yeah. But
Okay,
other than
what
that,
makes
nah.
What made me to ask this
Surprise
question is
parties, no.
I thought about gender reveal party, and I've seen videos of people getting angry when they know the gender the sex of their gender. Like, you
I
just,
did
it's
not
like you're
want.
disappointed.
Yeah, but can I
Then
be honest about that?
yes.
I'm just being honest. It's real. So with my first one, I always wanted a boy because then this was my logic, he'll be 10 soon. This was my logic.
Mm-hmm.
Then it wasn't common to hear a boy was raped. You get girls. So that was my
Mm-hmm.
mentality. Once it was a boy, I'm like, oh yes, thank God, it's a boy. So that means even
Mm-hmm.
if I drop him anywhere, nothing will happen to him. But now things have changed. We all know it doesn't matter the sex. With my second, I was desperate for a girl. No lies
Okay.
telling. When we went there, it was a boy. We're disappointed. That instant disappointment was on our face.
Mm-hmm.
But then we learned a lesson. When you just change your song, oh, Father, I thank you for blessing me. Some are looking for it, don't have it. We just remove the focus. The minute that your head kicks in, like, are you ungrateful?
Yeah.
We are like, oh, thank God for health. Like,
Because
he's in good health. But
I've heard of
if you
people
can't help it, they are just being honest.
anyway.
That's how they
I've heard of
feel.
I've heard of people shopping for baby girl and baby boy pops up. I'm like, I don't want to put myself in their position. I don't
No.
want to put my so
Abigail.
pregnancy. There are a lot of challenges that women go through during pregnancy, and that the challenges might differ, but at least there's a challenge. Everybody goes through something that is challenging, be it from the cravings, from your
Hmm.
physical appearance,
Hmm.
your mindset, everything changes. So one of the things that I faced was my cravings. From the beginning,
Okay.
I did not like tomato. I did not like tomato sauce, and I wasn't taking milk. But after the first trimester, you can keep on laughing. I'll call it tomatoes. Come and beat me.
No, you're sounding now like Vicky. I'm just thinking of Vicky.
So I was not accepting milk. But after the second trimester, I started. No, after the first trimester, towards the end of the second trimester, I could drink milk, I could eat tomato sauce, and that was it. But when it comes to something like nausea, I had a little bit of nausea, and what helped me was sweet. I ate a
Okay.
lot of sweets during that period, and the good thing is I wasn't throwing up like 2 to 3. No, I didn't experience that. What are some of the experiences, the challenges that you face, ladies, you faced?
I don't, when it comes to nausea, I don't have nausea. When pregnancy generally, I don't have nausea. Pregnancy generally, I don't eat meat and fish. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. Once I'm pregnant, I don't eat those things. So
Okay.
my food becomes more of like bland food. Texture becomes a problem. I don't like meat. I don't like fish. Anything, cow skin, trips, I won't eat any of those things. When I'm pregnant,
Okay.
I start craving for alcohol, but this normal me, I can be 20 years. I don't sip, sip alcohol. Even when it comes to fizzy, I don't do those things. That's just me. Maybe, coming from Cameroon, those things are very scarce. It's once in a while. So my brain has probably
Okay.
activated that it's luxury. I don't consume them. But when I'm pregnant, I crave for that. When I'm with my second pregnancy, I really craved for calabacho. I used to eat it. Yeah, I used to eat calabacho.
Wow. That's something that I do not crave for, and I'm happy that I did not, because I've heard a lot of activities what it can do to you in the level, and even for your blood, what it can do to you. So I was very happy that I never had that thought of eating calabash chalk. Like, you could even leave a bundle of calabash chalk. In fact, I even tried. I told myself that let me try to see if I can make myself it. I would tell my sister to go and buy it for 25 francs or for 50 francs, but it's going to stay until I'm the one who is going to tell that I'm going to throw that thing. It's not passing. So I was really happy that
Yeah.
I didn't have any of that. I did not. I did not. So were you one of those? Okay, you guys should excuse me. People say that pregnant women complain a lot, like a lot. Is that how you were? Always complaining. No, I don't want this one. I tell you guys, I don't want this. Kate, were you like that?
No, I was not. Like when I was pregnant for I think both of my kids, I had a lot of energy. Like I was cooking from day one. Even like with my first daughter, when I got into labor, I didn't even know it was labor because my water did not
Oh,
break, nothing. So I was even cooking. Like I cooked that weekend and then Sunday I'll finish cooking. Then I felt a sharp pain. I was like, what's this? So my husband was like, maybe it's labor. Let's go to the hospital. We went and then the nurses were like, no, you can't be labor because your due date is a month away. So I was like, okay. I was about to go home, and then my doctor came in and was like, no, 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 she's in labor. So put her on the bed and get everything ready. So I was energized. I was cooking. My husband was like, babe, don't you rest? I'm like, no. So I was always on my feet, and he helped me because I'm not getting a lot of weight.
okay.
Yeah, and then I always go for walks, sometimes in the morning and in the evening. So I was always walking, like at least 30 minutes a day. I was always walking, always. But with my second, I could not because of the pandemic. I could not walk, and I even had to stop walking because of the
Okay.
pandemic. It's just good to be active. I know sometimes you feel weak, you feel lazy, but you just need to push yourself because being energetic, like walking and doing a lot of stuff helps too with labor. My labor was so short. It helps with labor.
Mm-hmm.
My labor was so brief, like 2 seconds, the baby was out. The baby on my face.
Wow.
So I believe like that walking helps a lot. You don't even need to do all those exercises. You don't want to put yourself through all that. Just walking, taking a walk. It helps with labor.
So the take there is that if you're pregnant, try to keep yourself active. And
Active,
there are different
yes.
ways that you could keep yourself physically active. If
Active,
you
yes.
don't do all the squat, the heavy exercise, if your health doesn't permit you to do that, just keep yourself busy by moving around or try to do something not too heavy at home. Do something light. Just you can just be moving even within the comfort of your home. You can just take a
Yeah.
stroll. It's going to
And
help
if you're somebody
the
who
process.
like sews, like you make dresses, yeah, that's a good time. Like during the pandemic when I had to stop work, I was like, okay, let me try to do something else. I started sewing masks. Yeah, I was just sewing and sewing. But you need to ask your doctor. But did I even ask my doctor? I did not. I just took lots into my head. I was
But
like,
they say something good, they need to ask with some people
ask.
you know.
Yes,
People
you need to ask. Even with the exercise, and that's why I'll not even advise anybody to exercise. At least just walk. You can just walk
Walking
because
is
you
the
don't
best exercise.
best.
Walking is
Yes,
the
because you
best.
don't want to put yourself or the baby at risk. Just walk.
Yeah.
Like then in
Yes.
Cameroon, I wish they could be doing like like here, like the last 4 weeks, you go in every week. They do like urine test to check for protein in your pee because most pregnant women die of preeclampsia and they don't do that in Cameroon. That's why many women die in
No,
Cameroon.
no, no, no. They do that in Cameroon. I beg to differ with you. They
They
do
do
it.
because I know like
They,
four people who died. They did not even know. They're
yeah.
in labor. They never know what's wrong with them. They had high blood
I,
pressure. They had preeclampsia.
I put to bed in Cameroon, and throughout from the moment where I went, I did a pregnancy test, even at home. I went to the hospital. They did me a pregnancy test, and from there I started antenatal when I was not even up to, I think not up to a month gone, not up to 2 months. So I think the problem is that no, I take back my words, not the problem. So so somebody come and attack me.
I know.
Well, I went to Bota Hospital. I went to Bota Hospital, and you have to respect every rendezvous that is given to you.
Yeah.
And do your best to run all the tests. I know of people who they tell me that they have never attended antenatal. I'm like, are you really? Is it okay that they go to a private gynecologist I told me, I personally thought that no, it's good to have your own private gynecologist, but it is very, very important for you to
To go for
register with
antenatal.
the hospital and go for antenatal.
Yeah.
It's very
Yeah, and I think
important.
it depends on the hospital too, because most people go like to these village health centers. They don't have the facilities to do all those tests. I think that's the reason too.
But I think that's
No,
the
but
reason. And
what case is
another thing
saying is
is
true.
that another. Sorry, let me just say before I forget. Another thing
Yeah.
too is that I will advise that if you're pregnant, you have to observe yourself. You yourself, you have to be vigilant with yourself.
Yeah, you have to be
You
a
have
first doctor. True.
to try to understand the change that your body is going through. If you notice that, hey, but why is this part changing so fast? Means that there might be something wrong inside, and you go to the hospital. And I know that at times you can go to the hospital and you complain, they'll look at you like maybe you're complaining too much, but it is your place to insist until the doctor attends to you. Don't laugh. True. I,
How
I
can
know
you
one go to the hospital and have an issue, but they were like, you don't come again. She insisted until when they ran tests on her, they were like, hey, you're really lucky. And she was like, but una so una for make me I forgot that. So at times you have to
Exactly.
yourself personally at home. You see that
Mm-hmm.
something is not wrong, it's not going the way it is supposed to go. Take yourself to the
Yeah.
hospital and until the doctor attends to you. You have to watch yourself. And
yeah.
another thing is people feel like maybe if they complain too much that, oh, I'm not feeling fine today, people will look at you like you're a burden to them. But please, if you're pregnant, don't think that someone will look at you like you're bothering them or you're a burden to them whenever you tell them that there's something wrong with you. Whether you understand what you're going through inside you, if you're not fine, go to the hospital, please.
Yeah, like Kate was saying about the works with me, my third one I had her 2 days before her due date. But with this now, I did it consciously. I was jumping trampoline.
Ah,
Yes,
auntie, we're
I
jumping
was doing my
trampoline.
staircase because I first from my hospital I don't have any complications. So already I'm definitely sure my health is intact. So I was doing my staircase. I remember my son because I don't have, Kate, you know the ball, right? The betting ball that you
Yeah.
bounce on.
The
Yes,
round
I
ball. Yeah.
purpose I not have the round ball because I knew I wasn't going to use it. So
Don't.
I'll run my stairs. I'll run
You know,
stairs,
say
my
you
staircase.
know, boy, you call big name for confuse your head.
No, okay, there is a ball, it's very big. You just sit there and it's
Sit on
bouncing.
and bounce. They use it to do you is it yoga? Is your continue? I'm
They use
disturbing
it
you.
for sports, yes.
For
So, but
sports,
I
yeah.
use trampoline because I knew the trampoline has similar effect. So I was going, plus it's my trampoline, there's no one there, so it's not as if an accident can happen. And I gave birth 2 days before time.
Okay.
Yes. But then it's because I'm certain that I had no issue with my health. It was okay for me to do the exercise and all of that. And that's a good thing about abroad. I'm not condemning Cameroon. I had a child in Cameroon. Yeah,
Okay.
a week before your due date, you mostly go for a strip test. It's not compulsory. During pandemic, I had a child during pandemic. They didn't do that, but
Yeah, me too. They did.
they'll do a strip test to just make sure that okay, they're preparing you. But in Cameroon, I didn't have all those. Not nobody did that. Nobody did that. A week before they will go there, then you it's very regular. The closer you get, so they are just checking you. Now you don't even go to the hospital. It's like a birth center where it's been located around you. It's quite close to your place when you go there, they check you. Any emergency, you have emergency contact that you call, they can come around or you go there if you can't. But even with my third one, my labor was really quick. I was home alone with my son because now it's not a myth that I did not want anybody to stress me. When you're labor, you tell people feel the pain more than you, so they'll make you feel more pain.
I know. Whew.
Ah, I did not want any of that. So while I was in that pain, my son was sleeping. I was just there. I
Mm-hmm.
remember he'll wake up I was in his room. Mommy, are you okay? I said, yes, I'm okay. He said, okay. Even when ambulance came, he was fast asleep. But then I was conscious until I think I was going to the hospital. Then I called. My partner was mad. What's happening? I said, no, because I don't want you people to feel my pain. Me, I don't want stress. I don't want somebody ringing my phone every minute now. That what is because then they will make you to feel the pain. To
Yeah,
me, that
you
was
see,
my
and then you
logic.
even have
They'll
an
make you to feel the pain.
yeah.
Then they want to be on the phone. What's happening? Even when I gave birth, I'm telling people that I've given birth, that, are you joking? We spoke.
Thank
I'm
you.
like, yes, I was going through labor at that time, but I did not just want you people stress. I did not want care. So sometimes if you can handle the pain, to me, that's the best tip. If you
Yeah.
can handle the pain, keep it. These people will stress you with text. Are you okay? Go to the hospital. And what do you need?
Okay,
Yeah.
can I come in? So for
Yeah.
me, I feel like it's their own way that they want to support you by sending you those texts to, to make you know that you are not alone. So if you don't express or you don't tell them, how do you expect people around you to support you throughout your pregnancy or when you're at that particular moment?
I don't want to say pity party. You know, when people feel too much pity for, personally, when I'm being pitied, it's like,
I don't like it too.
it breaks me down. It's not good mentally. It doesn't work with my emotion. That's not me. That's not as if I'm the strongest person. I'm not strong, but that's just me. That's just so I don't do pity party. I like people that when I'm going through things, insult me. Those are the kind of things I understand. Let's have serious banter. Let's have joke. Just forget about that thing. Then time to time, I can just straight. Hi, Masa, that's in the hot to forget it. So I do for you. You know, time to time.
Mm-hmm.
Then let's not in because if we are centered on it, it will spoil the mood.
Yeah. The same thing with me. Like my sisters are here, my two sisters, like we talk every day, sometimes 5 times a day. But when I was in labor for my two kids, I did not tell them. So I had a baby. When I had the when with Abby, when I had Abby, I called my sister, my other sister, I called her on video. She was like, "Where are you? I've been calling you as I was cooking." And then I was like, "Come, see some, can't see something." I'm like, "Where's your fish? Show me, come and see." She saw the baby, she collapsed. The pasta. Because we just spoke and I told her I was cooking. She was like, "Ah, the calling for video, why in a picker, the corner for audio." I told her I'm cooking. With the second my second child did the same. She was like, "Chai, you be really big mama fear, you feel hide something." Like I don't just want people to be stressed up. I don't want other Ashia, it irritates me. Like right now, I'm even mad at my little sister because she was sick. She did not even tell us. She was putting it on her status. I was like, "Why you like pity party so?" Why would anything? I was really angry. I said, so I'm like, everything you put in your status. She was like, fever. I'm like, yeah, I don't like it. I don't just want to stress people, and I don't want to be. I feel irritated when people, I just feel, I don't like it.
So how do you wish to be supported in pregnancy if you don't want people to call you to tell you, Asha?
Like I like it, but like when I'm in labor, that time I just think like that's my private. I don't want to be left, or I want to just be myself. Maybe just my husband. Yeah, be like I think
And people they don't talk. Do you even
yes.
talk?
And the mother was like, "Babe, and that's small pain. Now it makes you."
Yeah,
I wanted to
don't
kick
talk.
him. I was like,
Just sit there. Just sit.
She's like, "Babe, just it's just like because I was home until I think I dilated till 5 centimeters before I went to the hospital
Wow.
for my second. Even for my first, I was like, I don't want to go immediately because I don't want to take the epidural. I want to take the epidural when I'm like 7. So because you don't want to take it before like when you're 1 and then it waits out before you are 10 because that push time that's when you need it more. Like, oh God.
Mhm.
I,
So
I, I've never taken a epidural.
I did. Whew. I was like,
Maybe
I
I'll
don't.
take it
I was
one
like,
day.
I was like, I don't want to see. I almost scatter their bed. They're like, we need to give
No.
it to you.
But you hear what Kate has said now. Tip number 2, if epidural is available, take it. This pain is
It's,
it's a bastard.
Whew. I was like, God, I was
You need
creeping. What did I not do? I was like,
anything that can cool it down, you need it. With me, the problem is my labors are so quick. I've forgotten the medical term. I've got this labor that when you check me, for instance, now, yeah, I might be dilated 2-3 centimeters. That you think I've got time. The next time you're checking me, or the next time you're saying, "Oh,
the
you're
baby's
not
head.
ready, just go home,"
See
you're
the baby's
rushing.
head.
You're just rushing to catch the baby. That's what happens with me. So I end up not taking epidural. So it's not really by choice, but it's because
Uh,
of the
and
circumstance that I find myself.
you bring us baby number 4, then we'll come back to that statement.
Man,
For you,
epidural is good. I cannot lie.
Good. And
There's something that is taking the pain off you. Why are you
yeah,
killing
and then
yourself?
they're sacred, like to wash it off
you
your
say
system. You drink a
Sarah
lot of
is a
water. Just drink a lot of water after having the
That's
epidural.
the next person, epidural is a game changer. My advice, if you have it, man, take it.
Take it. Me too. Like I was like, I won't take it. I thought so. Then with my first, I was like, okay, I don't want the epidural, but I could not tell my doctor was like, if you say you don't need it, then we'll not keep it for you. Just say you might. Just tell us to keep it. I was like, okay, I might use it to the brought it in.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
in
okay.
severe pain. I was creeping. I was hitting the wall. I was breaking the belt, breaking everything. I was like, okay, check, check, check. They came and checked. I was like, maybe it's 10 centimeters. They said, yeah, just 7. With all this pain. I said, please, give me, give me, before I die. And I hate syringes, so that's why I don't like needles. So I was scared, but at that point, I was not scared of needles. I was like, nurse, please, doctor, give me. No,
No,
labor pain. Labor pain
if you have to take it, I
is
won't lie.
labor pain is something you cannot even describe. That's why every day my prayer is, Lord, please bless every woman with a child. Please bless every woman with a child. It's a nice pain because immediately you have the baby, it's all gone. That's the good thing about labor pain. That's the only
Ah,
good thing. Labor pain. Nah,
then it's so quick. After
it's
I
so
see it's
quick.
so quick. Immediately the child comes out. It's like,
So I
what's
want
the
I
thing?
want us to talk about like after the pregnancy, you have put to bed, baby is here. Let's talk about the naming ceremony. I think that is something that is really challenging for a lot of people to have names for
Sorry
your
to cut you short. Now, I will sound very naive. Please, no offense. No offense. When it comes to most, will I say, cultural things, I'm that kind of person that even when it's happening, I'm like, nah, nah. We don't do naming ceremony because I keep telling people in this country that
And
Cameroon don't do naming
we don't do
ceremony.
it.
It's
But
okay, thank you. Then I'm not wrong then.
because even my
I
Nigerian friends are like, even my Nigerian friends are like,
in
Okay,
Nigeria. I was still explaining. I know we don't do naming ceremony. I was referring to
I'm surprised.
having a
Am I
name
wrong?
having a name for
mhm.
your the challenges
uh,
that we face with children. Is it
Or
okay
name
for
your
like
child.
how you come up with traditional names for your children and
I
the
think
advantage of having a traditional name for a
her name.
child?
Yeah. Like with
I for
me, with me,
after you
right?
mhm.
With our first, we decided that okay, it's a girl. Like I think it's very common in the African culture. Let me say Cameroon, because the first baby is always named after the boy's family. That's what I know. Like after the boy's family. So the first we're like, okay, it's a girl. We're naming her after my mother-in-law. The second was a girl, and then the second is a girl again. We're like, okay, now it's my turn. We named her after my mom. So that's how we decided.
Yeah,
Then
you said that. No, I think with us, I've heard even what Kate has said. With Ghanaians, you're not you won't necessarily name the child. You should be lucky to name your child. A friend has told me that when she asked about my children's name, I said it. She said she will be lucky to ever name a child. That's if she gets married to a husband that the husband is not understanding, that means she will never name any child. She cannot choose a name. That doesn't mean her husband cannot name her daughter after her own mom, like the girl's parent, but it's the husband that will choose the names, like the husbands have power over all the names that will be chosen. Whereas with us, it's not like
Wow.
that. A
Hmm.
majority of us in Cameroon, we do you name one and I name the other. That's what we
Yes.
do most. But anyway,
and I
that
think
stays
that way
most
it's
of
nice.
the
You name one and I name the other one. That way you guys don't have conflict of should I say
Conflict.
conflict of interest.
Yeah.
no, I think you can have conflicts. Now, let's be fair. Let me just sound now like a
But
typical African woman. I think we'll be made to understand that the man know has more power over names, to be honest. Because I'm just reflecting, even from my own parents. My dad has a majority
but
of
me,
the names.
I don't think that one person has the upper hand. Me personally, I would say that
He's paid bride price.
naming
Hello,
it should be.
hello. He's paid bride price. What did you do?
What did
I'm
I
just
do?
asking.
I
Yeah,
think we're my head when they were saying
in pushing the baby. Yeah. Some men are nice. Some men are nice. We need to credit them. Some of them are nice. They'll give you the opportunity to name your child.
Yeah.
it.
And then we
And
do just the like in Africa they think maybe if you want to name a child after me, they prefer you like if you want to name a child like my mom should be like if you want to name a child after me, I prefer you use my traditional name because it gives you more weight rather than using
I
the
was
English name.
asked that, like,
Yeah.
I think it's advantageous to have a traditional name. Let me just give this
Mm-hmm.
example. It might be funny, but like, for example, we know that the southwest region, there are a lot of Bakurians, like the land of Bakuri people. So growing up, I always wanted, like, I always feel like if you have a Bakuri native name, you have an upper advantage over certain things. Like if you go to an office and they ask you what's your name, oh, my name is
True.
Inanga. My name is you give one traditional, my name is Ndolo. This Ndolo. They're like, oh, this is the daughter of the soil. Come, they give you privilege. So I feel like it's very important to give your child a traditional name, especially from the paternal
Yes.
side. It's so because I think yeah, the paternal side is very important. It comes with privilege. Yes, don't look at me like that, Bessie, but it's the fact that people that will go to an
True.
office and they'll have an upper hand because of the name that is on their, because of maybe the grandparents' name that is on their birth certificate.
Yes.
This will just
So
name,
let me
hey,
just let me share this
Friday,
story, please.
is yes, they just say follow me. So I think that is
Yeah.
very important. I want to ask this. Thank God that you're here. Do you think that it is okay for okay? Let me use myself. I am a Bakuri girl, and I'm giving my daughter a name from Nigeria. Do you think that it is good, or do you think it is advisable? Let me not say good. Do you think it is advisable for people to for us to do that?
For me, I don't think it is like copy. I don't. When it comes to names, just get names from your own side of the from your own country, from your own side. Don't we copy it like these days? We copy a lot. Please, nobody should come for me. I come in peace. We copy a lot.
How can you come
Copy,
tell
copy. We copy.
before
Like even like I'm trying my best like to make my kids know where they're coming from. Like even my daughter, if you saw like her birthday pictures, I know what all these westernized. No, I wanted like traditional African outfits. Like I did her outfit with this Bamenda fabric. Like I want to portray, I want to like if we're doing something, we should show our own side of the country. We should exhibit like don't show your own side of the country. Don't go and be copying everything, name, culture. So what is during traditional weddings, the way we dress. Mm, that one get to be in a different discussion. We should try and portray Cameroon, show Cameroon out there any way you can. For me, it's a no
that's
no.
true. And I just want, I want to throw more light on this, please. If you're naming your
Um,
child, don't just
can you,
take into
sorry, can
consideration.
you look at the comment section? There's a question there when you're
That's
done.
what I've
Please.
addressed. That's what I've addressed it. If you're naming your child, take into consideration. Now I've lost myself. Oh. Tia says, child, this what if your parents' name doesn't have any good meaning? Exactly. I get the her
Yeah,
question here is from the fact that we name children from our parents, and when you're naming a giving a name to a child, it has to have a significant meaning, because
yes.
they talk say name follow pikin
The
too.
follow
That's
became,
why
and it's true.
when they even want to give they want to give you an English name, they will go through the Bible, try to understand the character behind the name before they
Mm-hmm.
give you that name. So the question is that what you want to give your parents' name to your child and the name doesn't have a good meaning? Well, personally, I think that it's a situation where you can fix it.
Okay.
Your mom, if it's your mom can name the child with a different name that bears a good meaning, or she can do the how can I say, I want to say trans she can name your child with a different name. I don't think that it's bad if you're the one, if you're naming somebody but the person doesn't bear your same name. For example, if Bessie will give birth to another child
Are
and
you saying? I
I
thought you
have to
about
name
saying
this
you give birth
child,
to a child and you name the child after me.
to name that child if Bessie doesn't like Lizette, I can give something like it's no, Isabel is not, doesn't have a good name. I can give something like Elisa, Elizo. It's still under the line of Lizette. We have a guest. Please carry on. Let me invite the person on. Tia.
I'm throwing a question. I'm throwing a question to Tia, and I know what I'm throwing. Is it Tia who is at the back?
Yes, let me
Oh,
just add her.
T,
Aha.
I've got a question for you,
Mhm.
and I know what I'm asking you. We come to the Lord.
Amen.
You're talking about child. This is what if this parent's name doesn't have a good meaning? Is that nothing like we can pray against that meaning? Like, let's say if this person wasn't
Mhm.
blessed or the name had some derogatory meaning, or
Mm,
okay, I'll use an example from my tribe, but I won't call the name. In my
mm,
tribe, you have people that they'll be named like a wood ash. And what's wood ash? Wood ash is waste. After that, they throw it, right?
mhm,
Maybe they had a reason why they named them like that.
mm,
So what if I'm naming my child that same person, that
mm.
name? They will pray
Yeah, but
that
I
that
agree with you.
okay.
I agree with you on things like this. But come to think about it, we are thinking on one angle. What if like my own mother's name, her name is actually an animal, and that I'm sorry. Okay,
That's
even my mom changed her name. Okay, and that's okay with animals. Maybe it makes sense to someone. But from their own culture, they name people frog. They name people father's frog, like father's frog. So tell you not even be the frog, you the father of the frog. So like, come on, like no. If they ask my child, even if I'm saying it is because I'm naming it after my mom that is so amazing, and her name is father of frog. Let's assume you come and oh, nice name. What's the meaning? Bro, just forget the meaning. It's just my mother's name. Okay, I understand that. But again, how about the name does not even sound to me? Oh, at least let it be something that I love. Now, if I'm giving someone my mom's name and I want the person to use it, it's something that the child. Now, it's not me. I'm not naming myself. I'm naming my child. Let him not come and hate me because I'm doing it for my own self. See, sometimes we do things we are thinking we are doing it for our children. Don't forget we are doing it for our own self. Okay, for your own self. If I'm doing naming in honor of my mom, can you do something that would only affect you? So many of these children are laughed up at when they're in school. I'm just saying, oh, it's now. I'm not bringing Bible. Do you get? Some children, low self-esteem has come in the name of God, the Father, and all of these things we are doing. Oh goodness, I'm sorry. Okay, so so this is my consideration. Number one, the name, the meaning is not good. Number two, when they sound, yes, it's okay. I have so many beautiful names in my own dialect. Can I just give them that name and in honor of my mom do something else? Must it be her name? That's me. This is me just saying. And again, my mom, if I name my children after her, she should not be happy. So it's not an honor to her. Do you get? So can I do something in better honor of my mom than that? And for me, yes, you said praying for the name. If your name is you, the meaning of the name can be animal, which is even better. What if the meaning of the name is wicked? Abba sister. What if the meaning of the name is like Jezebel, like that? I'm not saying that it will follow because me, I have people that I've seen a lady that her name is even Jezebel. She's a producer and she's not mean. She's not. Do you get? Names mean must not follow you, but come on, it gives an identity of who you are. It tells that okay,
Mm-hmm.
this person. Who, when she said Jezebel, I'm like, girl, she just went with the sound of the name. Do you get? And it's on radio. Oh, it's your girl Jezebel. I'm like, hey, you're so happy with this name, but it just shows you that nothing they bother her. If you just know, you know that this one Bible no worry her. Period. It gives me an identity. It gives me a standing. Yes, it's my tribal name, but who are you in that tribe? Do you get? This is me.
Yeah.
I will still tell you that I don't have any biasness. I'm still waiting to come for Kato. So when you give me the opportunity to come for Kate, I'll come for Kate. Thank you.
Yeah. See, you hear what she said. Now, I remember all through my primary school, right? My dad's name, I don't really know much about the meaning, but then the pronunciation, like she said, they laugh at you. So it's Taboko. They used to
And,
call us
and
sometimes Tabokoko. I've heard
even
all
the
kinds
spelling, they will tell you that your name is too long to fill to
an
fill a space.
application. I've heard tobacco. And you know, you're a child. That's how you will cry in primary school.
Mhm.
All sorts of pronunciations. And I'm
Mhm.
thinking, oh,
See, I say,
was
coming
I
for me, Abby.
I'm waiting. Let's leave that one. Let's
So,
finish
okay,
this topic
let
first.
me give
And again,
yeah.
okay, go ahead.
let me give this example. So I have one of my cousins. She had her child. She had to name the child after her mom. Bird. Her mom was like her mom because they named her mom after somebody, and the person's character was nothing to write home about. And
Hmm.
then, as named the follow picking, the mom is a replica of that person. So the mom told her, "No, I'm not proud of some things that I do. I'm not proud of my name, and I know I inherited it from my namesake, and I would want you to name your child after me. So instead of you naming your child after me, name your child after my sister, who is this, and you know how she is. She's nice. You can like she's a good example of a virtuous woman. So name your child after her instead." So that's what, yeah, my cousin. So my cousin was like, "Okay, mom, thank you for giving me the privilege. Like, thank you. I wanted to give you this opportunity, but thank you, because my cousin and I spoke about it. She was like, I don't want to." I said, "Yeah." She was like, "Okay, but I'll just tell her and then see what she'll say." That's what she had to say.
Hmm.
Because for me, I told her, maybe I told her, just tell either you can go this way, or you can just tell your mom, "My mom, I wish to name my child after auntie this instead of you. Please don't be mad. She see your sister," something like that.
So you see, that's the thing, because you still end up hurting someone, because the definition of honor for us is naming someone after.
I
It's a
know.
traditional thing. When I name someone after you, does not mean I cannot give you money till you die. I'll not take care of you. Then I'll carry your name and give the person. So what? Is that honor to me? That's not honor. But if I honor you, I come to greet you all the time. I tell you who you are. And that's one thing we don't do. We don't celebrate people when they are alive. We don't honor them, like come
Exactly.
in and tell people of the wonders of this person. You don't name
Yeah.
the person after you. He knows that you celebrated him. Is it by name? And again, so I just lost my train of thought, and I wanted to give a very powerful point. I'm sorry, but yes, honestly, no. I feel we just insist by that name thing. And someone was saying giving your name shows where you're coming from. Some of us have the name, we don't know how to speak the language, we don't know anything about it. See, this name thing is overrated. It's overrated for me. Do you know the funny thing? My grandma gave me a name. My father canceled that name because it means every kind of death. Oh, what? What in the world is this? You people will see that same name. My father canceled that name. I don't have a tribal name. I only have Cynthia. English name, not from anywhere. Okay? Even in America, I've not seen plenty Cynthia. Okay? So this Cynthia they gave me, it did not make me not to speak my dialect. Wherever I go, you will know I am from this place. And today, trust me, I can give my children my mother's tribe, because my mom is not the same tribe with my father. In short, my tribe is Fulani. My father's is claiming his mother's tribe. My mother is another tribe. I mean, I even prefer my mother's tribe. Hello. So who will be offended now? Do you get? So that's the thing. If we start following this tribe thing, we'll be having problem. And if you like, I'm not copying you. It depends on why I am. You see, when we start saying you're copying someone, if I give someone a Cameroonian name, ask me why. I'm not copying Cameroon. What is it that I will say I'm admiring? I know some people in my street, they have Yoruba names, because even us in the Nigeria, do you get, is copying. They have Yoruba names. Ask them why. One is Obasanjo, the other one is Atiku. It's president and vice president. They were not copying any Yoruba. Oh. It's not the Yoruba, it's because the president, he now gave their son Obasanjo. They are just some village people like that. Now, are they copying Yoruba? Maybe they don't even know it's Yoruba. They're not copying Yoruba, they're only aspiring for president. That's why they put it in their narrow mind. Now, another person, I came to this same Chicago. I now saw this guy is from the north. He married a lady from the Yoruba land. Guess what they gave their daughter name? Igbo name. Do you know why? It's a Nigerian thing for them. Wazobia. Do you get? So when you see people doing something, honestly, it's not copying. They are defining, they are trying to tell you, see, I have my own rules in my house. I'm not going to follow the regular norm of everybody. I can give a South African name. I see Nigerian giving Spanish names. In Nigeria, they don't even know a Spanish name. They think it's a white people's name. It's a white people's name. So sometimes we say white people are racist. You have Kate, I have Cynthia. Am I copying white person? Maybe it's because it was just sweet in my thought. I don't even know where the location is. It's just sweet for me to call. Oh, Cynthia. Oh, Vida. So sometimes we feel like we are copying white people, but the real intention might be different. Might. And me, I'm pro love everybody because we always say people hate on us. White people hate on us. But let me tell you, we black people, we hate on everybody, every race. We hate on our own African self. We hate on white people. We hate on Indians. We hate on Asians. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm sorry, it's an off topic, but that is who we are. We need to come back to knowing the real intention. If my intention is hate, stop it. I'm not doing anything in order to copy Bessy today. And I'll now say, oh, I'll start doing British accent, or I'll now move to this place. There should be another intent. The moment we start teaching ourselves that everything is my personal intent, not because of any other person. If today I will name my children after Cameroonians. Please don't think I'm copying any Cameroonian lifestyle. I admire your pidgin English. If today I start learning the pidgin English, do you get? And I want to broaden my horizon. That's why. So that's why I said I'm coming for kids. Kids, it's okay to love your culture. What do you want to teach your children about your culture? Let them know the history of that culture. Let them love it for who they are. And now, do you know what makes you even bigger? To know other people's culture. Can I even tell someone that my name is from my tribe? I can have 6 names. Yoruba people do that, but I have a Cameroonian name. Why? Because I can speak Cameroon. Whatever language. Don't laugh at me when I say speak Cameroon. There's nothing like that. Speak this language in Cameroon. Speak French. Do you know who I become? I am solid. Let's not always limit ourselves like that. I am solid. I can speak. I'm not saying I can't. I'm just giving you an example. I can speak Spanish. I can speak Zulu. I can speak. Some of us celebrate. We can speak French. We can speak Spanish. We can speak other foreign countries, but we cannot even speak any African language, only our own. Are we not? What are we doing to ourselves? Do you get? We keep attacking each other.
I wasn't even looking at it from this point of view. You've just opened my eyes. The way you're looking at it. I was just looking at it from the fact that, why would I have a different name when it's not my cultural name? I'm not from that tribe. But like I said, just like even totally whatever it might mean in that language, that's still a borrowed name from somewhere. You have a reason for accepting that name or choosing that name. So I think it's still the same thing. Maybe it's just because, like you say, we hate each other. Why am I going to answer a Nigerian name when I'm a Cameroonian? Why? Maybe it's just Cynthia, even translated as Olamide in Nigeria, for instance. It's the same name, just translated in another language. And you're thinking, no, this is because it's from Nigeria. You might be Peter. Maybe we don't just know it in our own dialect.
Exactly.
So that's it. Yeah. I never looked at it from that angle, but that's a good way.
Yeah. To be honest with you, that's why I said I'll come for kids, not like negative coming. But I think most of us have that. See, what I used, I said negative coming. Please, coming. Sorry. We are Mother's Day today. So to be honest with you, I feel most Africans are like that. As much as we want to preserve our culture, we actually are preserving the wrong things because this is what we were taught. If I would know my history, I would know legit. My children don't know anything. You can even speak and you don't know the history, so you will not preserve it. The only thing you're preserving is the language, which is okay. It's better than nothing. But some of us only have the name. We don't even have the language. Do you get? So as much as we are doing, let's understand what we are preserving. And I'm pro, let's preserve stuff. But again, in love with other people. Because if you're just limiting yourself to one thing, you end up being a limited person. Okay, and if we broaden our horizon, yeah, imagine you going to Spain, and your daughter's name has Spanish. She just uses that name, and she's not lying. Legit, this is my name, and she's speaking. It's not like she's copying. She blends in. She blends in, and what does that mean? She's gonna understand everything there, and she's gonna do better. She's gonna thrive. Look at us here. There are so many job opportunities here, teaching job opportunities online that you don't have to do anything. Do you know why? We cannot do them. Once they see us, they know who we are. We are preserving a culture that we cannot twist to another person that we can get more exposure to. So I'm pro. You see me like this, I can speak my mother's language, I can speak my father's language. Just Fulani I cannot speak. I can speak Hausa. That's the local dialect. So I'm never against your own culture, but let's also bring in other international and locals. I should go to Zulu and speak Zulu. As much as I appreciate other countries, let's start. See, this Africa, we are having plenty things. Do you know, is it not embarrassing? I didn't even know when you people are speaking pidgin English. I'm like, oh my God, they speak pidgin English. Am I not a village girl? I didn't know. If not because I met you people, I didn't know. So especially as women, we are the ones that put in the help for our children. We are the ones that teach because we're at home. For those of us that are home, we need to start allowing our kids to have almost everything, not necessarily name. I just brought that thing to say I'm attacking. It's because it's kids. That's why I had the power and the authority or the courage to say attack. But that is not attack. Kate knows me and her, we are one. So I just wanted to bring it out because she made mention of that, and I know that is not where she's coming from. She's coming from, especially knowing our own people, we love, true, no lie, we love to copy. And I feel like most things that we copy are the trendy. So if you're going for the cultural things, many people don't copy that one. Many people don't copy that one. So I appreciate her point as well.
Thank you so much, Tia. I'm very, very glad you made a lot of great points. So, guys, Tia is also a YouTuber, and from the way she has spoken, you know what you can find on her channel. Do well to subscribe. To go check out her channel and subscribe to her channel. She has two channels. I've forgotten the name of the other one. Is it Lifestyle with Tia?
More
I
of
think
Tia.
so. More of Tia. Sorry, it's Lifestyle. Ebony's channel has mixed my head. More of Tia. Yeah. So you can check out her channel, and you're really going to love her content. Yeah. So before we close, I want you to, like, what is your advice that you're going to give to anybody who is struggling, anyone who is struggling at this moment to name her child based on everything that you have spoken?
To be honest with you, I would tell you, name is very important to African people. Just make sure you are I gave my child Dogara, but today I don't know why I gave the name, and I'm like, I wish I can just change it. So just make sure you're satisfied with your name, period, in the next 20 years. And don't forget, consider the child when you're giving the child the name, because most of us are doing it for our own sake. That is why I don't want to go further on this, because I was asking people, if my mother gave me my name, or if it is my grandmother that gave me my name, I should know that it is my mother that is giving my children their names, and whatever they give is okay. And then that means I should wait for my turn the next time. But if it is me that is giving my name, the name I'm choosing to my children, I shouldn't have the right to give the name to grandchildren. So now I should be considerate that this child will even come back and say, thank you, mommy, for giving me this name. Why did you give me? And when I tell him the story, he will appreciate me and say, Kai, you were very thoughtful of me. Do you get of me giving the name when you were giving me this name? If I don't want to tell you where my father gave me name, my father gave me. We are very okay with it. I love it. My mom loves it, and she knew it before he gave the name, but it was his ex's name. So don't even think, we're okay with it, and there was a reason why he did that. It's not like they were in any relationship or anything. But again, let me wake up and say, thank you, and I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it, because up to today I discovered all of my exes, I'm very okay with them. No relationship, but we do ministry with some of them right now. I'm now seeing
Mm-hmm.
the effects. Like I don't do enemy. I don't do enemies. Like if I dated you, you're not going to be my enemy. So that is
Mm-hmm.
another thing. So as simple and as stupid as that is, you see, maybe he was not giving it with that intention, but see, at the end of the day, I'm reading things in my life and I'm like, dang, it means so much. But again, all of us were appreciative. So that is one thing I'm trying to think about while I give my children Hausa names. People are complaining. Why Hausa? Because
Mm-hmm.
Hausa is one of the negative tribes in quotes. Why didn't I give them my
Mm-hmm.
tribal name? I give them my tribal name. They don't even have
Mm-hmm.
English names. Okay. But is that
Mm-hmm.
what they will appreciate me for tomorrow? Would they come and say, Mom, I can't relate with this name? So I have to be
Mm-hmm.
considerate as well. I'm talking to you, I'm not an exception. I'm not an
Mm-hmm.
exception. Okay? I'm not telling you that I've given the best names, but will my children appreciate me? So if I don't give them the history or the understanding of their culture, they will never understand the meaning of the names. They will never appreciate the names. So it is more than just the name. Give them with love, genuinely, not because you want people to call you mommy. If I'm giving, it's because I'm thinking of
Exactly.
the name they will call me. I remember someone asking, my husband wanted Zipporah for our daughter. We never got the daughter. I said me, so that they'll call me Mommy Zipporah. Ha, I don't like that name. Oh. So it's just for me. It was just for me. And that's why I feel we've not gotten a daughter. So we need to think
Mm-hmm.
of them when doing it's giving the name. That's it.
Okay. Thank you so much, sis. I really do appreciate. So I think that I'm going to be ending the live stream in about 5 minutes because it's almost 2 hours, way too long. Thank you so much. In fact, I'm honored to have you, and you shared a lot of points. Let me just take some comments before I close the stream. Hi, my bell said hi. Thank you for joining. David, naming is always a way of embracing and showcasing our culture. Exactly. Vicky says so many people die from pre-eclampsia here in Cameroon on our biggest killer that now. Yes, you're very right. Yes, oh, boy, doctors, when you are pregnant, don't joke. I was with my little sister 2 days ago in the hospital. My God, I was traumatized. We didn't leave the doctor, so no play. Yes, as I said, when you're sick, go to the hospital and lay emphasis until you are being attended properly. Tia, you are a village girl. Yes, so Sisi. Okay, Kate, that's from Kate. Thank you so much, ladies. It's it was a great chat with you all. I really do appreciate you guys. So if you're not yet subscribed to our channels, please do well to check out our channels. We had Tia. We have we had everything with Kate. We have other YouTubers in the comment section. Basic tips to speak. Bridget Cycle, Beyonce BBTV, Osis, hi, happy Mother's Day. We have Victorine Bitakwe, we have Melodies, we have Amara's channel, everything with Kate. We had Gillian and David. Yeah, so guys, please check out the other channels and do subscribe to them. Watch, like, and comment on our videos. I don't know, sis, you have a last word before we go?
I think I've spoken too much.
All right, then
Thank
I'm
you
just
guys for watching. It was fun. And thank you, Liz, for this wonderful topic.
thank you so much. It was fun. Happy Mother's Day to you all there, and I wish you guys a happy start of the week. Bye.